Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I've got a video that I want for y'all to see. I'm going to explain a little bit of this before I start the video, because it's not a very long video. The film ain't very long. The recording I recorded, but anyway, there's one helicopter was flying around my house for about, I don't know, it probably done it 6, 7, 8 times, made a circle around my house and just went right over top of my house. I sat in my house for a few minutes before I went out there and took my camera, and I caught I made 2 little old videos I caught of this helicopter, and I want y'all to look at the helicopter blades on the top. These are real-time videos. My eyes see different than most of the rest of the world. So I'm sure there's others out there that's a son of God that follows Jesus Christ, but I don't know any. Except for a few in my family that see different. When your eyes see something, it's the gateway to your heart, and what comes out of it reverse in and out of your eyes is the gateway to your soul. That's what the Bible says, what God says. But anyway, my eyes see different. My eyes they measure the spaces there that's in whatever my eyes are looking at, it measures the area. Your eyes does the same thing. Your eyes are measuring devices. And but when I looked at these helicopters, I was trying to record them. They'd go out of my view they'd just make a circle and they'd go behind the trees and then they'd come back around. They've done this for several times. They're supposed to have been a motorcycle wreck, and I'm not saying there wasn't a motorcycle wreck, because I watched them take the guy out of the ambulance and put him in this Airlife helicopter that landed on my property. But when you watch these helicopters, you'll see how are they staying in the air, because I know a helicopter blade looks funny when it's going around. It looks like it's kind of standing still, but these don't look quite that way. Y'all make up your own mind about this. I think there was something else, because these don't look like Airlife helicopters, not the one sitting on my property anyway. But I seen the guy they took out of the ambulance. They had him all bundled up. I could see his hand and I could see his shoe. It looked like he had a little bit of blood on his hand. So I'm not saying there wasn't a motorcycle wreck, but I've showed y'all other videos of military helicopters come from afar to get right over the top of me, just right above the treetops. So anyway, but I'm gonna let y'all watch these. I'm gonna make this video short.
This is what happened in the control last time. That's where this is the fifth time they turned the last 10 minutes of my house. Y'all think that thing was staying? Let's get out of here.
Now, when y'all seen those blades, it didn't look like. I'm gonna play it again. Y'all watch it again, and just watch the top of this helicopter.
This is what happened in the control last time. Right there, this is the fifth time they turned the last 10 minutes of my house. Y'all think that thing was staying? Let's get out of here.
Now those helicopter blades to me did not look like they was, you know, I mean, these are real-time videos. I mean, I've changed nothing on them. My eyes see different than everybody else's, so, and that don't even look like the helicopter that Air Life helicopter. It was blue and looked like blue and white and had on the side of it Air Life Ned or something like that. It was huge. It was a huge helicopter, you know, and but what I'm saying, they've spent millions of dollars to target me. They've sent women, you know, I tell it like it is. They've sent women to try to set me up. I mean, they knew exactly what store I was going to stop at. I mean, they have got me, they track me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you have to ask yourself, why are they targeting certain people like this? You know, you just kind of have to ask yourself. Jesus said, the world hates me and the world's going to hate you too. That's what Jesus said. And, you know, and I know in whom I believe. I believe God will rain down manna from heaven if I get hungry. I've always believed that since I was little bitty, 6 years old, 5, 6 years old. I'd look up. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell just a little part of when I was 5 or 6 years old. My granny and papa, I lived with them most of the time, and they had a screened-in front porch. Well, they had a TV. They slept on the front porch because it was screened in. They had a TV out there and everything. You know, that was the good old days. That was the life. We had a well. We didn't have running water, you know, and we had outhouses for restrooms. But anyway, that TV, we had antennas back then. There wasn't no dish or nothing like that. And I'd have to go outside at night and turn the antenna for them, you know, and they would holler whether the picture was good or not on this TV. But I would look up in the sky when I was turning that antenna, and I would say, God, how is that picture going through that air, into that antenna, into that TV? I can't see it in the air. Y'all know what I mean? I'd look up there in the sky, and I couldn't see nothing going through the sky, you know, and I'd ask God, how's that doing that? You know, I wanted to know how that's doing that. And I can't tell y'all how many times the antenna, the butt of the antenna was in a little ivy garden, flower bed like thing. And I don't know how many times there's copperhead right there. I mean, just right there, fixed close enough to bite me. I should have been bit 100 times from them copperheads. But anyway, God always protected me. And because I always believed him, always believed in him. I went to church when I was little. My granny took me to every revival, every singing there ever was, just about. And it didn't matter what church it was in. And some of them we wasn't really welcome in because my granny would get excited for the Lord. I mean, she was a character. She loved Jesus Christ, man, she did. And I remember her putting her hands on my head and just praying when I was like 5 years old. She just put her hands on my head and just started praying. I mean, it was just, when my grandmother passed away, I looked up into the heavens and I said, God, who's going to pray for me now? You know, I mean, who's really going to be that, you know, to put their hands on your head and pray for you without you even asking, you know? Asking her to, you know, she just done it. Anyway, she's in heaven right now. But anyway, thank y'all for coming to this channel. Y'all can make up your own mind on this helicopter thing. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's part of the targeting program. And I've got a video of these people that follow me around everywhere I go. They're from another state. I mean, on one of the coasts. These people they send them in from the east and west coast to follow me. And you can be followed from them leading you in the front because that's how they do it. You know, they don't want you to realize that you're being followed. So they get in front of you and they'll pass you off on the side of the highway. There'll be another car waiting on you to make sure, well, me anyway, they make sure they monitor me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I think they're starting to realize that I know they're doing it. I know who else doing it. And, I mean, my name has been slandered here in this town. I mean, it's just been so many lies told on me, just like the Bible says, y'all, you know, and I go out and I pray every night. I mean, I pray. I might miss 2 nights a week, just going outside and praying for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half. I lose I lose the count of the time sometimes. But thank y'all for coming to my channel. If I believe the Antichrist is here, I believe that's what the mask is. Wearing them masks is all about, is to make you submit. And you can't wear these masks, people. We have to stand. America's in bad trouble, and we have to take a stand. I say enough's enough, man. I'm just tired of the government thinking they can just do whatever they want to with you, and which they kind of legally own you according to paper, because when your birth certificate is a right for you're sold as a stock. I mean, you have a cuspid number, it's called. So you're a corporation. I'm a corporation. I'm not a human being to them. I'm just a piece of a commodity to them. They trade me on the stock market. They trade you on the stock market. If you research into what I'm telling you, you will see I'm telling you the truth. They view you and me as a commodity, a stock. Something that can be traded for money. So anyway, thank y'all for coming to my channel. Y'all research anything I ever say, because that's what God says to do. Research a matter out. And thanks for coming to my channel. If y'all have any videos or anything like that, I would love to post them, where you're being targeted or anything like that, because I'll post them on my YouTube channel, or wherever I post videos, I'll post them. But thanks for coming.